So as we discussed, that Pani gaon is Durvasa Muni's village. Durvasa again means one who drinks the juice of the Durva grass. Durvasa Muni never ate anything, and he had a vow to drink only this Durva grass. One day, Srimati Radharani and the Gopis, they were very eager to meet Durvasa Muni and serve him. And so the Gopis prepared a wonderful feast and then filled 56 pots, chappan bhog, with these beautiful preparations. And then they came to the banks of the river Yamuna. But then, how to cross the Yamuna river? There was no boat. The Gopis were in anxiety. So, not being able to see the anxiety of Sri Radhe and the Gopis, Krishna immediately appeared in front of them, and Krishna asked them, pray to Yamuna Devi and say these words, O Yamuna, O best of the rivers, if Krishna is perfect and a faultless brahmachari, a naisthika brahmachari, then please give us a path to cross you. And as soon as the prayer was offered to river Yamuna, she immediately gave them a way to cross. Her waters bifurcated and a clear path came forward. So Sri Radhe and Gopis were so surprised. They were thinking, how could Yamuna agree that Krishna is a naisthika brahmachari? Krishna is with us always. They thought, maybe Yamuna Devi just loves Krishna so much, so she gave us the pathway to cross over. So Gopis didn't give it much thought. They reached on the other side. They offered their obeisances to Durvasa Muni. And Durvasa Muni was so pleased to see Srimati Radharani, to see the Gopis. And they offered all the nice preparations to Durvasa Muni, and their pots were completely empty. And Durvasa Muni ate all their loving offerings. Now they had to go for a return journey. For return journey also, there was the same problem of crossing the Yamuna.
So Durvasa Muni told the Gopis that, my dear Gopis, tell this to river Jamuna and she will give you the way to cross. And what is that prayer? The prayer is, O Yamuna, if Durvasa Muni carefully follows his vow of living only by drinking Durva grass juice and he never eats anything else, please give us a path to cross you. So hearing this, the Gopis were like, ha! They were thinking only, yeah? They didn't say it to Durvasa Muni. They said, ha! Durvasa Muni just now in front of us. He ate so much, he ate everything that we brought. And how will the Yamuna give us way? You know, if we say this to the Yamuna, how will she give us way? It's not at all possible. But they did not want to anger Durvasa Muni. So they just said, okay, yes, they just nodded their heads, but they were in great anxiety. But they said, okay, we'll just offer our obeisances to Durvasa Muni. And if this doesn't work, then again we'll call out to Krishna. Thinking like this, they offered their obeisances to Durvasa Muni. And then they just came and told river Yamuna. What did they come and tell? Oh, Yamuna, if Durvasa Muni has carefully followed his vow of living only by drinking Durva grass juice and he never eats anything else, please give us a path to cross you. As soon as this prayer was told, to their great astonishment, Yamuna gave them the way. Srimati Radharani and the Gopis, they just couldn't believe their eyes. So when they were going like this, we see that on both sides the Yamuna is there. And they are just crossing. So then when they were crossing the river, they were telling each other, Krishna, he is Gopika Kanta. He is the lover of the gopis. He is our lover. How could Krishna be a Naishtiki brahmachari? And how, oh how could Durvasa Muni, how could he claim to drink only Durva grass juice when we personally saw him eating a huge feast right in front of our eyes? So as they were crossing the Jamuna with the pots in their heads and carrying all these pots of prasadam, empty pots, when they were crossing the Jamuna, they were thinking like this and they were talking to each other. And then the other gopi said, Jamuna Devi is definitely not in her right senses today. Something is wrong with Jamuna Devi. She is just giving us path because, Radhe, you are asking her to give path. So she's not even bothered about whether it is the right thing or not the right thing. She's not even thinking like that. She's just giving path, because you are telling her. And it's got nothing to do with this right and wrong, because it is definitely wrong. There's something wrong with Jamuna Devi. What has happened to her? How for this wrong thing she's giving us path like this? So speaking in this way,
They were just crossing the Yamuna. And after they came on the other side, they started feeling the basket with empty pots to become very heavy. And so the gopis, they were feeling, they would put down their baskets and saw that the pots were there, but they were all filled with prasadam. They were very surprised. They called out to Krishna. Immediately, Krishna appeared instantly. And gopis asked their question, Oh, beloved Krishna, you are always surrounded by us, and you're always enjoying intimate pastimes with us. So we are bewildered. Please help us with this bewilderment. Krishna said, Yes, what is the bewilderment? Well, how can you be a naisthik brahmachari? And how can Durvasa Muni just be surviving on Durva grass juice when we actually saw him eating our entire feast? We served him with our own hands. And look, now our pots, they were empty, but now our pots are filled again with everything that we had cooked. Please explain this miracle to us, O dear Krishna. And so Krishna explained.
Durvasa Muni is actually transcendentally realized, and he doesn't identify with his body. He ate the feast just to please all of you.
Not because he wanted to eat it, he just accepted your love. And hence the statement, Durvasa Muni lives only by drinking Durva grass juice, is completely correct. And that is why whatever you saw him eating was completely external. And the proof is that now all your pots are filled up again.
Hariva. Then Sri Radhe, she said, Oh, now we understand this, O Kanha. But what about you? Can you tell us that how can you be a Naishtiki brahmachari? You're always with us, day in, day out, in the night, every time you are with us. How can you be a Naishtiki brahmachari, Kanha?
So Krishna smiled and he said, Me being the Supreme Personality of Godhead, I am completely free from all the modes of material nature and I'm above them. So I interact with all of you in the conjugal mellow simply to reciprocate your love for me, not because I'm conditioned by lust and greed and ego. So I am faultless and a perfect brahmachari.
Lalita Sakhi. You see, Srimati Radharani can't say much to Krishna. But Lalita Sakhi, she's always, trying to challenge Krishna in some way or the other. So Lalita Sakhi said, Oh, our beloved Kanha, just as you gave us proof about Durvasa Muni, and we can see that he has actually not eaten anything, but our love, because every item that we cooked is right here in front of our eyes. So this is the proof that Durvasa Muni only takes Durva grass juice. We are convinced. But is there a proof that you can give us for yourself to prove that you are a Naishtiki brahmachari? Can you give us a proof, Kana?
Oh, yes, my dear Lalita. I surely can prove it to you. Do you know that there is a special reason that I wear peacock feathers on my head?
Haribo.
Because the peacock is also a naisthika brahmachari. When the peacock dances by spreading its wings, they become very, very happy and jubilant, and in their happiness, the peacocks shed loving tears from their eyes. Seeing this, the peahen, the female peacocks, they are very pleased and they come to the peacocks and drink their loving tears. And after some time, they deliver a baby peacock. So the peacocks are the only living entities who reproduce in this way. So the peacock is actually a brahmachari because the peacocks know about my nature, which is just like them. That is why they themselves have offered their peacock feathers to me.
Haribo. And then hearing this, Srimati Radharani, actually, this pastime of the peacock, why Krishna wears peacock feathers specifically was revealed to us by Srila Bhakti Charu Swami Guru Maharaj. He told this beautiful pastime that how the peacock is also a Naishtiki brahmachari, and that is why Krishna adorns his head with peacock feathers, because he is also in the same mood as the peacocks. So hearing this, Srimati Radharani, she said, "Oh, wonderful Govinda, oh, Murali Manohara, you indeed are a Naishtiki Brahmachari Kanha, and we completely, fully, we surrender ourselves onto you." And then all the gopis and Srimati Radharani, they said, "So now we have the Mahaprasad of Durvasa Muni." He honored and he gave back everything. So the gopis requested Krishna that, "Krishna, can we all sit here on the banks of the, right here in Lohavan, on the banks of the river Jamuna, and can we have this feast together?" And the gopis and Srimati Radharani, on this, listening to this beautiful request, Krishna immediately said, "Oh, yes, yes, I am so hungry, giving all my explanations to all of you. So, yes, let us sit and enjoy the wonderful feast." So they sat together on the banks of the river Jamuna, and all of them enjoyed the wonderful feast together. Sri Krishna fed Srimati Radharani, Srimati Radharani fed Sri Krishna, and then right there on the banks of the river Jamuna, Sri Radha and Krishna, they rested on some peacocks like this we see here. So like this, Sri Radha and Krishna enjoyed wonderful, wonderful pastimes here at Sri Lohavan.